Check it out. Yo. Feel the rhythm of the bass mark. Man up. Feel the rhythm of the bass mark. If any woman comes around, one best me. Jumping up. Jumping up.
Hey y'all, it's me, Adisa Rains, and I'm here with my student, Sunshine Cherie. Are you going by Marie today? I don't know which personality you in today.
Shira.
It's not Cherie, it's Shira.
Shira.
Wait a second. Sunshine.
Yeah.
How the fuck? Hold up. I've been calling you Cherie, and you ain't said Shira. You know that's not how Shira spelled, right?
Yeah.
So you just decided to spell it your own fucking way?
Period. Why not?
You know what?
I do everything my own way, do I not?
Okay. Yes, you do. You do everything your own motherfucking way. You do. Okay. True enough. But goddamn, shit, the shit was lost in translation. I'm sitting up here calling you Cherie, and you ain't. Okay.
Well, you normally call me Sunshine, so we don't, and you don't say Shira when you're trying to be funny anyway. So I just let you make it.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Listen, today we're going to be talking about the power of vulnerability. And the reason why we're going to be talking about that is because that's what I need to coach you in anyway.
Yep.
Because that's where your power comes from. It comes from your ability to be vulnerable in such a massive way and make people feel it. You have enormous vulnerability, but you're blocked because you don't like to show it. You don't like to show it. And I, as your coach, want to release that fucking block because that's a big fucking block. That's like Hoover Dam type block shit. It's like that level of block. And as long as it's there, the money is stuck behind it. The money is stuck behind it. So I need to know, first of all, because at first I thought you was just hating on me and shit. Like, for real. I love you, but I thought you was hating on me. Several quantum leaps under my fucking coaching. But she don't say shit about them. She don't. Girl, you didn't say a time about.
If you scroll back to 2020,
you got receipts? You got receipts?
I was posting weekly after class, letting y'all know the stuff I was getting out of class.
You know what? You know what? 2020.
But I'm saying since then, I be telling people it's okay.
And where's this information at? Where is that?
But it wasn't all the way. So I'm just you're right. I'm wrong.
You see how you be acting?
Fine. It take me a minute. I'm defensive. And really what it is, I'm manipulative. I want to control, you know what I'm saying, the perception. And that's why I have so much issues that I have with being vulnerable, because I'm like, oh, well, I see myself this way. Everybody needs to see me this way. Let me give you the full picture. And fuck that.
Okay, y'all saw it with y'all own eyes. Y'all saw how she was arguing with me back and forth to only once she was ready to receive it, admit that what I was telling her was absolutely correct. This is why you got to make people pay you. This is why right here. This is why I make Sunshine pay me. If she was just easy, if it was like she ain't easy at all, if I could just tell her, Sunshine, you have a problem with vulnerability and your big ass image is stopping you from being vulnerable, and that's stopping your abundance, and she would just receive it immediately, she wouldn't have to pay me so much. But she has to pay me because she liked to fight.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah, she a fighter. Yeah, she a fighter. That's who she is. And I get it. Because you know what? A little fight in you, a little pep in your step, it makes the world fun to be around. She's fun. She challenges me. She grows me. To be honest, I wouldn't like any of my students if they didn't have fight in them. Because that fight sharpens me as a coach. If you are dull and you just do everything that I fucking tell you when I first fucking say it, yes, it will make you go quick. But then you can also be manipulated easy too, like that. And what Sunshine is doing, she's finding balance. The reason why she doesn't trust so easily is because she's finding balance on who to trust, because I don't want to turn into a robot again. Yes. A robot might be perfect in its image, but it has no vulnerabilities, which means that it lacks humanity. Vulnerability comes from your shit. Yeah. And it's your shit. That's the shit that's going to get you paid. But that's also the shit that you don't want to talk about. So today, let's get vulnerable and talk about your shit. Yeah. So let's remove some of these blockages right now. Okay. Is you okay with that? You okay?
I'm ready. I'm
Okay.
ready. Bust me open.
Watch her fight, y'all. Watch her fight. Listen, when that fucking left eye start twitching a little bit,
That's
and
how you
she,
know.
yep, yeah, and she about to cry, y'all. She gonna look like a big old puppy dog. I'm telling y'all, yeah, she gonna look like a big ass puppy dog. But that's the way that she heals. She even heals hilariously. She does. She even heals hilariously. Okay, sunshine. So, when you first started coaching to me, tell me about the bullshit you was going through.
Yeah, so when I first came to coach with Adisa, my kids were just coming out of CPS custody, and I had just left my marriage on and off, I guess about 5 or 6 years. We was broke up more than we was together, but we was trying to make that shit work. And I was very much in like victimhood. Like everything was everybody else's fault. I had nothing to do with any of the calamity that I had faced. Everything that happened to me. None of it happened for me. I was just so broken and just like this big ass victim. But then on the other hand, I think I know everything and I'm so independent and nobody can do nothing to me. So I just was very inauthentic, two-faced, right? So like this issue that I have with my face is for Bell's palsy, right? Because when I was in my marriage, we were portraying one thing to the outside world, and then at home it was a completely different situation. And so he did something that absolutely devastated me after we had our second child. He was fucking with a crackhead girl. He loved crackhead. And I lost it. I broke down. I was sitting in the tub crying, girl. Wasn't no water, nothing in the tub shower. I was just sitting in the tub in the bathroom, just weeping my heart out. And I ended up having Bell's palsy. And so, yeah, just very much in a state of victimhood and thinking that everything that happened in my life, I had no control over it. It was my mama's fault, my daddy's fault, my husband's fault, my sister's fault. Just anybody who I could blame other than the motherfucker who orchestrated all this shit, which is
Which
me.
was you? Right. Wow, goddamn, that's the most authentic. I never heard you be. That the fact when you said that the reason why your spirit had manifested on your face is because you were being two-faced. There was one thing on the inside, and then it was a completely different thing on the outside. You know what? I believe that's why I had a stroke. I really believe that's why I had a stroke. That third stroke was so fucking damaging because it had twisted my face. It had twisted my face, and I couldn't smile and be fake anymore. I hid behind my smile for too many years, because everybody loved my smile. And I learned to hide my pain within my smile. And people didn't really give a fuck about me because I learned to hide behind my provision. See, my provision and what I provided for people and what I gave to people was my way of keeping people away from seeing how fucking broken I was. Because when you're providing for everybody, you can just focus on their brokenness without focusing on yours.
And even if they see yours, they ain't gonna say shit because they want you to keep doing whatever
They
it is
want you to
you're
keep
doing.
doing. So you see that the fucking toxicity behind that shit. It's fucking toxic. They need you to stay broken, and your trauma response is provision for everybody. So when I look at all of my empaths, and I love all of them, and I look at them and they be saying, "Oh, we so generous, and that is a beautiful gift. But I understand the root of what's behind that generosity. Because if the root of it was self-love, then the generosity would prosper you. But your generosity don't prosper you because the root of it is not self-love. The root of it is self-fucking hatred. Yeah. You gotta give because you need people to need you so you can feel loved, because you don't love yourself. You need to surround yourself with people that ain't doing shit, because if you didn't, then you would be forced to look at yourself and say, I ain't doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's what I did for years. One of the reasons why I empathize with everybody on the fucking planet, and the reason why I did it for free, is because if I did it for business, then some of them would leave me. And I just wanted to be liked by everybody.
when you tell me the people that you be around are too low. Oh, I used to hate to hear you say that shit, but it's so fucking true. Like, I'm just settling for the low hanging ass fruit, these easy ass friends that's kind of beneath me, and I can, oh, look at the people like I'm Mother Teresa or some shit like that. But my shit is so funny. I need to be around some people that can lift me the fuck up. That's what I need to be around,
Right.
not these bottom feeders. But I used to hate to hear that shit too. I used to fight that shit. What the fuck? She don't know my motherfucking friends.
They wasn't even no friends to you. They wasn't even friends.
I was their
No.
friend, but they definitely were not mine.
They were not your friends, and you had to stop. You had to stop, like, just trying to keep them around. Like, let that shit go and be around people that can call you up. Now, yeah, there's going to be a cost for that, and the cost is you're going to have to pay them if they're your coach. But number two, if you just find, like, you could find a friend and say, okay, I'm going to be the cheap route, and I'm not going to motherfucking pay them, but you still going to end up paying them. You believe me, because people that are thinking from a place of self-love, their question is, why do I need you in my personal space?
Mm-hmm.
So
where's
you want
the reciprocity?
me? Yeah, where's the reciprocity? Like, you want me to train you out of your bullshit for free? For what? How is that serving me? I will do it, but you need to come with something reciprocal. If you're not coming to me with money, you just coming to me with a fucking story. And healers and empaths especially sit up there and they listen to everybody's stories and they think that, oh, it makes me such a good fucking person. Bullshit. You're doing it out of a place of love.
Makes you a trash can.
Right. They're trying to attract love. I need the love. I need the love. But if I didn't give it for free, then people would just have to look at me because I'm not providing anything, and they would have to love me for my authentic worth. And they don't want to deal with that at all. So they want to trick themselves into believing, oh, I heal for no money because I'm just a good person. No, that's not what it is, empath. You are hating yourself because your assignment is tied to abundance. And you just won't be real and vulnerable enough to admit your fucking truth.
You don't want to
and I can see you. Right. Like when I first saw you, I saw straight through your ass. And I know that puts people on guard, but either you want me to guide you or you don't. Because I got work to do. I love what I do. And I'm not trying to go at oh, God damn, you such a fucking turtle. Like, Jesus.
I'm sensitive about my shit. I'm so fucking sensitive. I am the most sensitive. But I embrace my sensitiveness, my sensuality. I embrace it. But I used to try to deny that shit and try to act like I was so hard. And, it don't matter. That didn't hurt my feelings. I'm the most sensitive motherfucking whole wide world. I'll cry at the drop of a dime. Or get mad so I don't have to cry.
Right. You know what? You really are sensitive. And like you would cry like this little bitty baby and I couldn't even be mad at you. And it was so cute. I kind of wanted to pinch your cheeks and laugh in your face at the same time. But I'm like, ooh, her feelings is already hurt. So I can't do that. Ooh, like that kind of coaching gonna be too much.
Patronizing me.
Yes. But you know what? You kept showing up. You kept showing up and I kept seeing you grow. So like, that's what people need to understand. People look at my coach and they say, oh, my God, it's fucking heartless. You can't tell that shit by my motherfucking students because my students grow. They grow. And it's not too many coaches that's going to dig down into the root chakra of a person's heart, of they fucking ass, and pull up all that shit that's blocking their abundance. But I will. I'm skilled in fucking doing it, and that's why people pay me, and that's why I'm a rich bitch. That's what that is. That's
shit. Get in the root and get that mama trauma out of you.
Right. Get it out. Shake it out.
Your ancestors left down in their root chakra, all that fear, just extract out of it.
All of it. And there are so many empaths in here that need to work in the root. They need to work in the root, but they're so caught up in image of how it needs to look that they won't get down and dirty enough and do what the fuck they know that they're supposed to do. And that's why they broke. That's why. So I don't even know what to tell you. All I'm saying is that empaths need to be making some fucking money. You have this gift and this ability to see everybody's heart. If you have a gift and an ability to see everybody's heart, then everybody's heart in this motherfucking planet should be healed. You should be doing something. This narcissist, Adisa. What about the narcissist, Adisa?
She said, bitch, you codependent.
Yeah. You codependent, bitch. Like, wake the fuck up. You codependent. You need his motherfucking love so much that you're willing to put up with all of that stank ass shit. Could
Love
you
your
please just,
motherfucking self.
yeah, learn your fucking lesson. Let's move the fuck on. This is why I just refuse to let this empath group be one of those groups that's like, oh my God, the narcissist. Oh my God, the narcissist. You can go to any other empath group. You are not going to get fed like that in here. We are raising stars up in this bitch. We are raising conquerors up in this bitch. We are trying to love ourselves, because as we love ourselves thoroughly and embrace our darkness, this fucking world will change. Be vulnerable about your dark shit. I know who I am. My darkness makes me beautiful. And when it comes to men, I love dark fucking men. I ain't never asked for tall, pale. I want a dark motherfucking man. That's what I want. Now, he can be dark in mind or dark in body. I don't care. But it's going to be some darkness some motherfucking well. That's what I like. Me receiving his light, I already expect that. I'm not gonna even fuck with you if you're not giving me your light. You ain't did shit because you deciding to treat me like a good human being. I am a good human being. You just giving me what I already fucking deserve. But what's gonna push me over the edge and make me wake up in the middle of the night and blow your motherfucking mind is, do I love your darkness? Does your vulnerability excite me? Does your darkness and your beast turn me on? That's what I like. And that's
And has
my
your light
vulnerability.
married your darkness? Like, have you?
Yes.
Yeah.
That shit is like sexy. I don't like, tell me, oh, you did what? When? What? Like, I know, listen, judge me, I don't give a fuck. But I love men that got hood in them, because they be telling me stories that be getting me hot. I'm like, you did, and you punch him in the motherfucking mouth? That shit is hot to me.
And then when they tell you why they did it, you be like, hell fuck yeah, you should have did this shit. Hell fuck yeah.
That shit is sexy. Like, for real. And they're thinking, oh, I shouldn't say this because she's gonna think that I'm a bad guy. I love that. Listen, the human body is not supposed to be 100% alkaline. We gotta have a little acidity in us too. And I like my man with a little bit of acidity in him, just a little bit. We don't want no abuse, but just a little bit of acidity. Shit, that's balance. That's balance. Give me some motherfucking darkness. I eat that shit up. I like it. I already expect your light, empath. But can I fall in love with your darkness? Does your vulnerability bring me to my motherfucking knees and make me want to fucking worship? Does the human in you make me see the beauty in humanity? That's the darkness I'm looking for. And for you, Shanice, your darkness is your beauty. But until you learn to express it as much as you express your light, you're going to stay unbalanced. Make sense, honey?
Absolutely. That's why Spirit gave me this particular name, Sunshine. It sounds like light, on the surface, but if you look at the way that I spell it, it's a representation of both my light and my darkness, the sun and the moon of me, And the moon is always shining, but sometimes you can't see it just depending on your perspective. I'm not always going to be shining on you. I'm not. Sometimes I need to turn my light inward, you know what I'm saying, and deal with my darkness and be able to see my darkness, And so just lately of being able to incorporate my darkness and really accept who I am and how I am, what I do fuck with, what I don't fuck with, stop lying to myself and lying to others about the way that I truly feel. Because I had that really bad of like being in a relationship with somebody and only telling them about the positive emotions that I'm having, not sharing with them when the things that they do are painful for me, and just holding that in and for months and months and months before I say anything to them about it. And that's toxic as fuck.
It
That's
is.
toxic. And how can you hold somebody accountable to loving you and caring for you when you're not even being honest about what's hurting you? You dumb bitch. Like you gotta fucking say something. And even if you know what I'm saying, if you're in a situation where you feel like you can't say something or this person is going to retract from you, what does that tell you about their relationship? That if you tell somebody that they're hurting you, they're not gonna fuck with you no more. You don't want that shit. You don't
You're
want that
absolutely
shit.
right. You're
And it helped
absolutely
me to
right.
realize how good my own love is. I learned how to tell myself every day, I love you. To look at myself and say, I love you. That shit feel good as fuck. It feel better than anybody else's I love you. I was like, I never needed those. I was doing all of this to make sure that this nigga, because I could hear I love you and feel love. And I could have made myself feel like this the whole time and just showed him my ass. You know? Like, so
You could have. You could have. Listen, you guys, if you have resonated with what Sunshine has said today, if you like vibing with us and you kind of want to get to know us a little bit more, I want to invite you to tonight's class. It's called Dynamic Metaphysical Teachings. I teach it every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. CST. If you want to attend this class tonight, I need you to comment on this post, golden ticket. If you comment golden ticket, Sunshine will reach out to you and give you a golden ticket and give you an opportunity to attend a one-time only complimentary class. It's not going to cost you a motherfucking dime. And I guarantee you going to love being in my motherfucking class. Oh, I'll be cussing too, y'all. So just go ahead and put that disclaimer out there. But I'm going to be teaching you heart-centered truth. I will probably be teaching it from a scriptural perspective. I love the Bible. I just don't fuck with Christianity. I don't know what the fuck else to tell you. Okay, it is what it is. Okay. So yes, I'll be teaching you universal truth from a scriptural perspective tonight, Wednesday, 7 p.m. CST. We love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.
bye.